Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Saturday, February 10th, 2018. Well, folks, Friday saw the markets flushing again. The market's in disarray, panic out there. You could basically taste the fear in not only average investors, but also on the traders on CNBC and in other places. And here at InTheMoneyStocks.com, we did not panic. We bought at the 200 moving average. I had said this to members in the previous couple days. I said, this is your target, the 200 moving average for a bounce swing trade. I said, don't be stupid. Don't get caught up in the hype, which, everyone gets caught up in the hype. It's so unfortunate. It costs them so much money. All you had to do was basically notice the down move here and notice the 200 moving average. Look at how long it's been since we've actually touched the 200. I mean, the 200 doesn't even go back far enough to show, but it looks like it was kind of right around here in 2016. Basically 2 years ago was the last time we hit the 200. And so what did we do, folks? We covered 12, I repeat, 12 shorts when we hit the 200 moving average, and then we started to buy longs. What did we do, folks? Well, based on the S&P hitting the 200 here, I said, listen, I want to get some S&P. Well, I don't really want to get just the S&P because a bounce of, 3% is just 3%. I want to double that. So what did I do? I bought the SSO, which is a 2 times long ETF, right off the 200 here. All right, so we bought it right below, and guess what? By Friday's close, just literally 2 hours after the bottom was made, I sold it with members in the research center for over 6%. That's literally 2 hours, 6% on the S&P double ETF. Then next, what did we do? Well, I knew that volatility was sky high, and based on a market bouncing, volatility would fall. So what did we do? We bought the SVXY at the lows here, and you could see it rallied 15%. So we made 15% on this trade. I closed it out by Friday's close. Now, what else did we do? We also bought 3M. 3M, look at that beautiful hit of the 200 moving average. I picked this up at 218.75. Look at where it currently sits here going into next week, 226. So, I mean, literally a couple hours, and we're up $8 on this already, and it's going higher. I held this one. I wanted to take some profits going into a Friday because you just never know what could go on, and it was a huge bounce. I mean, we literally reversed 800 points off the lows on Friday. But the point is, I did want to hold some positions going into Monday because I do think there's more upside. So 3M was just one of those positions there that we're holding on the long side for this market. And I have to say, folks, I do think that this market will see a little bit more upside next week. I think you'll see a good, solid, continued bounce. And I think ultimately we'll make more money on this. I also called an oil low. I said buy oil when it got here. All right, look at this little pivot area. So this was a beautiful one. And again, I have some Exxon Mobil. I got some Chevron calls. There's just so many ways to play it, folks, and we nailed it. And it's so crazy because Friday afternoon, traders on TV were talking about, should we buy this bounce? Should we not buy this bounce? And I'm sitting here twiddling my thumb saying, are you guys smoking crack here? Because we bought it. We bought it at the exact low. We bought it at the 200 moving average. We knew that the market was going to bounce here. You had multiple PPT factors on the spiders. Not only the 200 moving average here, but you had also fib levels coming into play. You had weekly 50 moving averages coming into play. I mean, there were just so many if you were just wise enough to know and read the charts correctly. How do you read the charts correctly? Using the PPT methodology. It's proprietary here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. We came up with it. We teach it to our members via webinars. You can basically purchase any webinar and you can watch it at your leisure and learn every technique we use to pinpoint these levels. But bottom line is, the markets are down almost 10% for the year. Our members are having rock star years. I want to show you the track record. Here's the Research Center track record thus far. This is every trade that we've taken in 2018 and closed out in 2018. And the only ones that we currently have open, we have a small cap out there. We have a few longs out there. That's basically it, folks. So we have aside from 3M, which I'm currently holding and in the money on, we have a few others that are in the money, and a couple like Exxon Mobil that's slightly out of the money that'll be in the money next week when oil bounces off this key pivot. But my point is that every other trade that we've gotten, by the way, look at how many trades this is too, by the way. I mean, this is a lot of trades just for January and the first week of February. This is what we do. We put out action. I'm not someone who's going to sit on the sidelines and twiddle my thumbs while the markets are going nuts like most traders out there. I'm an action man because I read the charts and I have confidence in the PPT methodology that what we do is going to pay off. And you can see clearly here, if you add up all the percentage gains for this year, just in a month and 1 week, you're already at 99.37%. And we close out 3M, we're over 100, just like that. We close out a couple of these other ones, well over 100%. And let's just say, put it in perspective, let's just say you put 10% of your portfolio in these trades, just 10% of your portfolio in each one of these trades. What would you be up right now? Well, you'd be up, divide this by 10, you'd be up basically 10% in your portfolio just in January and the first week of February, while the rest of the idiots out there who held thinking somehow the market was going to continue to go up when it was in bubble territory, and I screamed at the top of my lungs it was in bubble territory. Those people are down 10% on their accounts this year. So this is where it's at. This is the trading environment. I said coming into 2018, it was going to be the best trading year ever. And it is certainly on at that pace. I mean, just think about what we're on pace to do here, folks. If just through basically a month we're at 99%, I mean, we're literally on pace to potentially do 1,000% return, which would be over 100% of your portfolio. If you just put 10% of your portfolio in each trade, you could literally bank almost at least 100% this year. I think more. Then if you do the options alerts, and by the way, I can just show you real quickly here. Research Center right here. Click on it. Here's a 7-day free trial right there. 7-day free trial. Try it out, folks. Anyone, by the way, I want to show you this. Go back to the track record. Anyone who joined just last week on a free trial, these are the trades we took and closed out last week. We took MJX, the marijuana ETF. We made 10% in 1 day, intraday, folks. We bought it, we sold it the same day. Riot, we held for 1 day, 24-hour period, 11%, 11.6. GBTC, same thing. We've held for 24 hours, 14.5%. Very, 13.24%, and that we held that for literally intraday, the 6th to the 6th. We closed it out the same day. SVXY, same day. SSO, same day, 6%, 6.5%, 12.8%. I mean, these were just last week. I mean, literally, let's just say you had a 25K account and you invested last week. I mean, you probably made 25% on your account last week. Realistically, 25% in my opinion. That's I just don't see how you don't with these action moves. And by the way, if you're in the chat, just in the last 3 weeks, we've made 15K. The average investor's made 15K. These are just taking average share blocks that our members do and giving the trades that I've given out my exact entries and exits on. And 15K right there. I mean, incredible action. And the options alerts, I mean, hey, go to the options alerts right here. All right, here's the trades we've closed out on the options alerts, just taken this year and closed out. Look at that. Incredible. And by the way, we had a bunch of trades that were taken in 2017, and we closed them out this past week for literally hundreds of percentage gains, but those, again, don't appear on this track record because those are from 2017. Incredible, folks. And by the way, options alerts, boom. You want options? Click Get Options Alerts now. You want the Research Center? Go to the Research Center. Click right here. 7-day free trial. Boom. This is, you get everything in here. All right, no hype live broadcast. The hot charts and alerts, which gives my exact entries and exits and stops and targets. Hey, daily market report. Nick does that, my partner. Daily analysis video. I do that on a daily basis. And don't forget the intraday stock chat, folks. This is where people are literally day trading and making thousands a day with us. Join us now, folks. It's the simplest decision you've ever made in your life. This is the market where you have to be more of a swing trader. Going long and just closing your eyes and waking up a year later, not going to work anymore. Sorry. Market's different. You can see it by the VIX. The VIX is elevated. It's telling you it's a different market. You got to read those signals. Anyone who lags and doesn't and says, oh, I'll just hold long, well, guess what? Great bounce right now. You're going to hear lots of people saying it's a low pivot. It's not. You're going to have a great bounce, which is why I'm long. But I'm telling you right now, later this year, probably within a month, we'll be making new lows. Talk to you later, guys. Come join us at inthemoneystocks.com. Inthemoneystocks.com. Right here, inthemoneystocks.com. See you later, folks. Take care.